Hey, how y'all doing out there in video land? This is Stiletto coming at you from the Wild Wild West. Well, today what we got going for you today, I'm just going to start a series of videos, and I decided to do some stand-up videos just like this in this kind of format, and I'm going to base it on all my mega folders, people. I'm going to do a series of videos on mega folders. Yeah, as y'all know, this one has been the center of the attraction for the last week or so. Last couple of weeks. Absolutely love it. Absolutely love it, people. But that's the largest Spada, the brand new largest Spada, without Japanese Oz 8 stainless steel blade, 5.5 inch blade. But that one we're going to set aside, and we're going to start off this series, with the one that I carry the most. Oh yeah, this is my Tanto Voyager, people. This is my new serrated one. This is the smoothest. Listen to this. I don't know if you guys can hear this, but and it's got perfect lockup. No up and down, no side to side, nothing. And all I had to do was lube and tune it. It didn't have any burrs. It was burr free. In other words, this one's a perfect one, people. Look at that. It's a perfect one. Highly recommend the serrated ones. Highly recommend the serrated ones. For all of you that are like me, that likes like a serrated self-defense folder, having that option. I like to carry the serrated ones, especially in the wintertime when everybody's wearing jackets and stuff, Because if you get in a conflict, it'd be probably most likely with somebody wearing a jacket. The serrated blade will go right through it. Leather, a thick, good, strong, thick, leather hide jacket or a horse hide jacket, especially. Lots of times a plain edge will bounce off of that, but a serrated won't. So serrateds make great self-defense folders, people. And as you know, these have great balance. I think the balance on these is awesome. Awesome balance. Highly recommend them, people. Oh yeah, Tanto Voyager. That's the number one I carry all the time. Number one, people. Number one I carry. Break it away from the pocket, get the clip away from the pocket, and once you do that, then you sort of like you ride the spine of the blade against the corner of your pocket, and then you just pull it straight up. Just like that. That's the way I do it. I find that I can do it the most consistently all the time. Lots of times when I just try to snatch it out my pocket, sometimes it doesn't open. So, I found that the way that, if you want to make sure that you're opening it, it's just, you got to do it a little bit slower, people. I'm sure there's people out there who could do it, super fast, whatever. But the way I dress, I always wear my clothes over my knife. I don't like people knowing that I have a knife. I don't like people knowing that I have any kind of weapon. I don't wear things openly. When I go places, I look like the way I look now. If I'm on my motorcycle, if I go to, I don't know, if I go to church, if I go to I don't know, a rally or anything like that, or a ride or anything like that, that's basically how I look. You wouldn't know I had a knife on me or anything on me. I don't like to scare people. I like to look friendly. But I like to always be prepared for the worst. I always hope for the best, people. Always hope for the best. Always keep a positive attitude. Always keep a positive attitude, even when things are real negative. Try to be positive. Try to find something that's positive about your surroundings or whatever's going on, and concentrate more on that, and you won't have PTSD. But anyway, people, here we go. Here we go. Break away from the pocket, straight up. Absolutely love these. And this is Snaggletooth MF wave feature. Snaggletooth MF wave feature. That's what I use on all of my Tontos. All of my Tontos. It's got a 5.5 inch saber hollow ground blade with a flat ground tip. These are my favorite self-defense folders, people. And you know what? This would be my number one of all of them. Even over the Tau War, even over the Espadas. This would be number one, the Voyager. But I just, I'm not a Grivery fan. If this was G10, oh man, this would be the numero uno for me. This one would be the numero uno. But I'm not a fan of the Grivery. I've always wished that they would make these with G10 handle scales, or because also what this one is basically it's like a cover, because it's got a heat treated aluminum liner that goes all the way through it on both sides. I don't know if you guys could see that. For all of you that don't have any of these, it has a fairly thick. I think it's like a millimeter thick or something like that. I can't remember. I measured it out one time for everybody, but they're fairly thick. They're fairly thick, and they're heat-treated aluminum. Heat-treated 6061 aluminum liners. And they're basically the frame of this knife. And these Grivex scales basically are just covers. They cover over the aluminum liners. And then you got a Grivex backspacer. Barrel spacers is it barrel spacers? I can't remember. I want to say it's barrel spacers. They go in here and then you screw into everything. I can't remember exactly, people. It's been a long time since I take one of these apart. Absolutely love these though. And you got the phosphorus bronze and the Teflon washer set up in these. These are awesome knives, people. To me, these are the best knives for your buck when it comes to mega folders. The Luzon, you have your other choices, in this price category. Luzon's even less expensive, but it's a liner lock. I love liner locks too, if they're done right and everything else like that, but they're not triads, people. This is a triad lock. This is the strongest lock on the market. Pound for pound, ounce for ounce, whatever you want to say. I think the triad lock is the strongest lock, ounce for ounce. Because even Atlas locks, when they, I don't know if you ever noticed it, those of you that do have Atlas lock knives and triad lock folders, the weight difference. Atlas lock knives are heavy compared to a triad lock knives, the same size. This knife here probably weighs about, I don't know, I'm going to guess that's about 7.2 ounces or something like that, a little bit over 7 ounces. It's not a heavy knife. This isn't a heavy knife. At least it doesn't feel heavy to me, people. I can't remember what it weighs exactly. Y'all can correct me if I'm wrong. But I know it's in the 7 ounce range. I don't think it's an 8 ounce knife. You know what? Hold on. Let me weigh it real quick. We can weigh it real quick. Oh, 7.9 ounces. It is almost 8 ounces. Okay, I take it back. 7.9 ounces. But I think this is because it's one of these new ones. The new ones are a little bit heavier than the older ones. I don't know if y'all noticed that. Always the new ones are a little bit heavier. I absolutely love this one up, people. This is a beautiful, and it operates so beautifully. It's a little bit blade heavy because it's a Tanto, but always the Tantos have always been a little bit blade heavy compared to like the clip blades, which are perfectly balanced, and the Vaquero, which is perfectly balanced. But the clip blade and the barong, or the drop point, I call it the barong, they're both got the heavier blades. They got the thicker blades though. And they just move so nice. This one's one reason why I like these, because with this, what they call it, Yakult, with this cutting edge right here, it's a snapper. You can snap. That's a snap cut. That cut will go like 2 or 3 inches deep. Bam! It's just an instant snap. It's like, get away, or else. It's a snap cut, people. It's an awesome knife. Highly recommend these. The Cold Steel, Tanto, Voyager. Highly recommend it. It's my favorite, one of my favorites. The only thing, the way to make this number one, give me a G10 handle. I don't even care about, leave it Oz 10. I like Oz 10. For a self-defense steel, Oz 10 works perfectly fine for me. Perfectly fine. The majority of my self-defense folders are either Oz 10 or Oz 8. That's the way it's always been. So it's good. It's cool. Highly recommend these people. Beautiful knives. Beautiful. Oh, yeah. Love them. The XL Tanto Voyager. If any of the Voyagers are cool, people, I have them all. This is just the one I like the best. And the reason why I like the best, all of y'all that, listen to, or watch my videos or whatever, you've all heard me talk about how I love the Lindsey Thompson American Tanto. It's been one of my favorite blades that he's made with cold steel over the years. And that's what this is. I've been carrying these since the beginning. I've got these in Oz 8. I've got these in CTS BD1. I got these in CTS XHP. I've got these in, I think that was the last steel, CTS XHP, then they went to Oz 10. And the CTS XHP versions were the special edition versions. The Vaquero, Lindsey Thompson Vaquero, and the Rawls Voyager. They were DLC coated with OD green handles, Grivex handles with CTS XHP blades. Absolutely love these people. Highly recommend the Voyager. Voyager's a beautiful knife. And the one thing that makes these so cool is that they're inexpensive. I think I've always paid like around $55 for these ever since they've been coming out. It's another one of these cold steels that's like been stayed pretty much the same price ever since they've been introduced. When they were introduced in Oz 8. Like I say, I like the Oz 10 better than the Oz 8 because it holds a better edge longer. It's a harder steel. It's heat treated to a higher temper, higher HRC. Love it. And that's it for this one. That's the first video. That's the first video, people. Next video, I'll start off with this one in my pocket, and we'll talk about the next knife. That's how I'm going to do it. All right, people. Stay tuned. Peace out. Stiletto.